Brenda used to walk these streets with pride. Her husband, Chris, a patriot by her side. 15 years of struggle and pain. But the weight of the world, she rises up in the darkest. World came. Brenda used to walk these streets with pride. Her husband, Chris, a patriot by her side. But the weight of the world came crashing down when the government tried to take the ground. They stole Chris away, said he was a threat, left Brenda alone with words of regret. CPS came knocking, took her children too, but Brenda stood tall like the sky so blue. Bring back Brenda, let her light shine bright. She's been trampled on, but she's ready to fight. Don't tread on her, she's got a heart so true. Through the darkest nights, she'll pull through. Every day she fights for what's been lost, pays the price, bears the cost. Whispers of hope through a podcast wave, telling her story, she'll be brave. In the heartland, they know her name, her struggle, her passion, her undying flame. She dreams of a day she'll hold them tight, Chris and the kids in the morning light. Bring back Brenda, let her light shine bright. She's been trampled on, but she's ready to fight. Don't tread on her, she's got a heart so true. Through the darkest nights, she'll pull through.
Testing. Oh, hey, there we go. I was like, testing 1, 2, 3. Oh. Are we here? Can you guys hear me? Hello. I don't know why it keeps going out. This is some bullshit right here.
Brenda used to walk these.
Hello? Are we here? Can y'all hear me? Can somebody message me that?
Yes, Brenda. Yes, Brenda. You're good to go. You're live. Brenda, you're live.
Why that
you're live.
Song. I haven't heard that
Brenda,
song.
You're live. Okay.
All
Are
right,
you
thank
live?
you.
You're
I
welcome.
hadn't heard that song in a long time, and that's a nice beginning. But I didn't know, like, all of a sudden, and it kept like crackling and going out. I do like that beginning. If everybody watched with a little cage hanging, I do like that. But it's been a while since I seen that, and I appreciate everybody coming in. Fact over lies and wet plants. Yeah, there I am, because I was going in and out. I had found this shirt. I got it at this thrift store. I wish I could show the back of it, but I thought that was going to be on the front, and then I would wear it, and then you guys would see. But it has some Bible verse on it. It's something about the pineapple. You got to be planted in the ground like the pineapple. Damn it. I shouldn't have wear it. That way I could tell you guys what it said. Well, anyways, I was talking to Chris, and I did tell him what it said, and but I didn't know how anything was going with you guys, and any news on your cases or anything like that. I mean, some of you have some active cases out there, and I know that if anybody is from Georgia or from Pennsylvania too, I mean, we do have a lot of people on board. So all y'all have to do is email me or Danielle, and yeah, we got things together, and we're moving forward. Okay, so I just want to let everybody know. Oh, look at all those! Look at all those flags! Dun 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 dun. Dun. All right, thank you very much, Fact Over Lies, and it's 100%. And what else? Oh, I just can't get over that wet plant name. All right, so I don't know. I pulled up some things, you guys. I did get my I don't know what you call it, cover letter, affidavit, or whatever. I did
Streets
get
with
that already.
her husband Chris, a patriot by her side.
Are you serious right now? Is there some trolls in the house? Is there some trolls in the house? Some trolls in the house. All right. Um, Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. Did any of y'all try to get, one way or the other, just get your information down in one place, okay? Forever how many cases you have, okay? And you make a pile for one case, and then another case, and then another case. But if you're anything like me, I've got a lot of cases that all revolve around my children being taken. So, the dependency case, that's another thing. But I can tell you that in each one of these cases, there's constitutional violations. So, and that's why we're coming together, and hopefully people can come together as one. And I do believe let's move on from the bullshit, guys, and just remember what this is all about, because it's for our kids and for everyone's kids and families and moms and dads and everyone. Yay, wet plants. And my son gave me this gift today. He says, "Mom, this was a late Mother's Day gift. You put the little meter into your plant, and it could tell me if it's wet enough or not." I swear to God. I swear to God. This man, and I just got done saying that the things he spends his money on. But I think it's a good gesture, and it also will show the pH levels, and he knows how much I like plants, so that's very sweet. I guess that was very nice of him, because he had already got me some plants. Actually for Mother's Day, I got a couple pepper plants. I got a tomato. I didn't have any of those before he brought them over here, and also it was very nice Mother's Day for me. Yeah, it's like I say, it's a hard situation when you're dealing with most of your family gone, but you know you're always going to have somebody out there that you can count on. And if anybody wants to be me, you can count on me too, because I'm here for y'all. All right. So, no news. We close July 15th. We have the kids though. We have since October. Well, that's great news. See, somebody else has got a success story. Do you hear this? Do you hear this?
Yes.
Plans?
Yes, I do.
Well, what the hell?
That's
How
so
come you
good.
guys been keeping this news from me?
She that's what we were talking about Monday. Her case, hey everybody, her case, hopefully, and they're pushing for July 15th, right? Is that what I read? Oh, okay, it's at the
As
bottom. My bad.
they close, they're closing. What is it?
Mm-hmm.
Are they selling
They're
their house?
no, it's
Okay,
their CPS case. It'll be closed on July 15th.
that's
So
crazy. That's great.
that's
I mean,
awesome.
where was that at, Danielle? What state?
Wet plants. What wet plants? Where was that at again? You and seven cylinder. I love the names. I love the
Right?
names.
That's
Love
why
it.
it gets me going. These names get me going, guys.
Yeah. She says, LMAO, I spent it on tents and cabinets and more plants when the kids were gone. Now I'm procrastinating and getting ready to sell some. Oh, the
Oh,
plant? Oh,
that's crazy. Because if Fact Over Lies can look at this message right here, if she's there, because she knows
right.
that's all we've been talking about is getting our plants going and the seeds going and whatever we need to do. Because I need to make some money, and I'm trying to grow some
Brenda.
plants.
She look. She has her stand out there, like it would be like what a Brenda lemonade stand, and she actually Brenda, and she didn't you sell some of them?
I'm
You
telling
did,
you, it
didn't you?
took me just an hour, and I made
Yeah.
$50. Hello,
Hey, John.
but
I mean, an hour, like that's what's up, and it's plants, like it's natural. It's back to the air and stuff. I mean, that's cool,
yeah,
and
and
that's
that's
good.
the thing. And there was some of the aloe, and what I try to do is I ended up obtaining these nice pots. So you got to take that into factor when somebody's buying it. Hey, you're getting in this nice pot as well, no matter what you're going to do with this plant. I sold my banana plant, guys. It was a treasure, but sometimes we have to sacrifice. Um, but also, I had some good things going on. I was able to get some food up in the house today, so I'm thankful for that because it's getting back to the old days where I used to have to count the change, and that's pretty sad when you've homeschooled three doctors. And you have to scratch you have to scrinch for your um you know to go. Like I made copies today. I swear to God, this I think this guy at the college that's right down the road, I think he'd probably do it all for free, but I feel they do have to pay for the ink and the paper and stuff like that. And he never told me, like, I'll just give him whatever I happen to have. I gave him my last dollar. I swear to God. I was like, hey, and that's what I'm thinking. Pay it forward. I give him my last dollar. Sure, some good things will come my way because this guy has helped me out a lot. In fact, when I printed out some pictures of the kids and stuff to make some posters, I mean, beautiful colored pictures. And now I can tell you guys my posters are getting kind of tattered and messed up. What's going on?
Wet plants is in Utah. They're in
Oh,
Utah.
okay,
You know,
finally.
I've noticed we've had some more states like states that you haven't heard of much, like Massachusetts, Utah, Missouri, and of course somebody's calling every time. It
um,
never fails.
Now, Chris Brayton says Friday, I will see my son on my visit by myself. Hello, no unsupervised visits. Man, that's crazy. I gotta give you a amen on that because that's fabulous, and that means progress, man. If you're getting visits by yourself, hello. Maybe I know they were talking about doing this with us. Have you heard anything about doing these
Brenda, I'm
overnights? If you're
sorry, I can't. Somebody's calling me, and it's like I had you on
uh,
speakerphone, like the speaker where I could hear you, and now it's like through the headset piece because somebody just decided to call me during your show. That's nice. People
well,
know.
was it a
Like as
call-in
soon as
guest?
they see us go live, it's like, "Bring, hey, I got something to tell you. Like, come on, dude. Like, yeah. So
Right.
as soon as they stop calling, I will be able to hear you again. Okay.
Look at what Fact
Sorry.
Over Lies says. Let's go, Brendan. Brenda. I mean, let's go, Brenda. And hey, Brandon. You know what the thing was is that after I had my son, I've said, this is my fifth boy, my youngest, and so it was up to Chris, he's naming the boys or whatever. And I said, well, he's thinking about naming him after himself. I said, well, it'd probably be your last chance to name your son after yourself. But after he got after he was born, this kid looks exactly like his mom and acts like his mom, everything like me. And he's like, we should have called him like Brendan, or something like Brandon or something like that. So that's kind of funny. But Brendan is also a name. But yeah, he's a lot like me. He's a lot like me. And it's kind of funny because when we first had CPS come into our life and they're doing all these investigations and whatnot, and I see in
Awesome, Chris.
the first report that they say, it's undetermined if Christopher is the father of of the little Chris, and they have literally the same names. My little boy's name is Christopher Paul Cameron II, and they can't figure out if that's Chris's son. I mean, are they complete idiots?
Look, that's makes you wonder, because sometimes, I mean, hell, they wanted me to testify against myself. They couldn't figure out if I was me or me, if I wasn't me. Like, it's crazy. I mean, I know me and my mom. And what does Chris go by? They both go by their first names, right?
Right. Yeah, but that's kind of funny because my other son, I don't even put his name out there, but our last name is Cambron, and a lot of people think that the boy's first name was Cambron as well. So if you have a first name that could be a last name, then things can get mixed up.
That is true. So what, have y'all heard anything about like Pam Bondi or anything going on? No.
Oh, did you see what I seen what Trump got going on was the Golden Dome? Did you see about this?
No, I didn't.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's going to be a defense system that will take 3 years to probably build this, but it will be able to defend us from ballistic bombs and all kinds of stuff. And I also seen something where he was talking to that, was it a Hegseth guy? Or somebody, or I think it was that Speaker of the House, where they were talking about how Medicaid, they're going to get and security, get rid of fraud, waste, and abuse. Well, it's kind of funny because I went to one of these places today because I'm trying to get some public assistance for being able to eat, and there's this guy that sits there in his little chair and has information and stuff. I guess he's the guard, right? And he gave me the piece of paper and he says, you know what they're trying to do to us? I'm like, what are you talking about? He said, our leader in chief, they're trying to get rid of us. And I'm thinking, they're
Brenda,
not trying to get rid of you. They're trying to what?
Can I say something real quick? Because someone on TikTok keeps trying to call me. So out there, if you see me live and I'm on, and y'all see me live right now, please don't call my phone. Y'all are interrupting the show for her, so please don't do that. It's not cool. Just because you see me live, please at least wait till after the show, okay?
Yeah, right. And we've been doing pretty good on TikTok too. So
TikTok, YouTube, every day.
Yeah.
We're out there on Twitch and Kick, Twitch, Rumble, Substack. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of Podbean. What was that other one? Twitch, Rumble, Kike.
I've been sharing the stuff to X as well. Like just when the shows be starting up, I'll just send it up over there, and hopefully somebody's going to check it out. I think I figured out a way also, like you could take your little short or whatever if you make these shorts, and you can send it to the people that are on X.
And those are actually like what somebody gave us a good piece of information. Like the shorts is what people, and we've seen the numbers. Like the shorts, like the 30-second videos is the one and what draws them into the podcast. You get what I'm saying? Like, remember what we were talking about, Brenda, with the numbers? I mean, those little 30-second videos will bring in a lot of views. I mean, Brenda couldn't believe it when she had like 1,500 views on one of them little short videos. And yeah, it'll.
And Danielle had this way of like putting the letters up and stuff like that, where it jumps out at you, and then I like the way it does that because the words pop up as you say them. I think that's cool. You know, that's it's really hard. It's really exciting to keep up with the times and see how wonderful like things can flow like that too. Just
it's a lot. It changes every day. It's like. Rrr.
Okay, Danielle, John is saying hello to you.
Hey, John, how are you? You know who that is? That's Jonathan that used to come in from Canada. The one that we've been asking about. That's him. He's
talking about, yes, I did hear Trump talk about the Golden Dome. Canada wants to be a part of this as well, and they're like, we're friends with Canada. Of course, we're gonna.
He said the Golden Dome will include. So, what is the Golden Dome? I missed that today.
It is.
You said it was a defense.
That will take about 3 years to build. But they had like diagrams up there where the America is all covered in this golden dome. So it's kind of cute actually. But they say, you know, it's going to be able to defend us from ballistic missiles, or even if something came from space, and it would be able to do that as well.
So like, is it going to be like an actual dome, or is it going to be like something?
I think it's going to be like drones and probably things like that will alert
hey, Ron.
them.
Sorry, Brenda.
And this is like, it's something from a science fiction movie where they're trying to explain it. Really, this is the 4th time I will have it.
She's talking about her visit. I think with her son
by herself. Is it her? I'm sorry, Chris. Again, the name. That's why I have to say.
You get her confused with the other. That's Chris. Debbie's Chris. That's Debbie's daughter. Chris.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, great. They're out in Kansas, I think.
I mean, people all over the place. That's crazy.
There's been a lot more people coming out. Like, there was one, and we even had some. Hey, Ron, I see you. Love you, miss you too, friend. Sorry, I haven't been in touch. Been busy. This is one friend that was a gamer. It's a friend of mine, a gamer from TikTok, and how we met was he would game on and he would also play Kahoot or Kazoot. That game was fun, and I'd get on there and we'd play. There was a bunch of players, and that's how I met and got to know him. So we have all kinds of people that come in and watch us.
Fun when you can connect like on Discord and stuff like that.
Yeah.
People from all over. We met like the earth. Yeah.
We met in and that's what I thought was cool with Infinium Live Agency. That's where when I joined them, because they help with like the bans and the violations on TikTok and your social media platforms. And so it's pretty cool. They help me whenever I get in my butt in timeout, you know. Whoops.
Well, you know what? I've been putting some I've been going through some of Chris's old videos as well, and some of them that had the kids in them, or like this one, it just had Sage's voice in it, and I thought it was so cute. I'm gonna have to start putting some of them together too, kind of make like a little journal of you know, his work throughout the years and stuff like that. But I got some good stuff. I don't know if you've seen that one, Danielle, on that Dewey Hatcher, the sheriff, and his son and everything. God, it's the last thing I posted on TikTok. And
I have to go check it out.
Yeah, and actually Chris's when they see Chris's face on there or whatever I've been doing, it's getting more views than a lot of this other stuff. Let me think.
Is that right? Facts over live. And Jonathan says defense against missiles and nukes and more like that. So he's talking about the Golden Dome. So that's going to be cool. If that's going to also, and he said, I guess Canada will be included in that as well.
Yeah,
that's awesome. That's awesome.
Trump said that Canada wanted in, and they said, okay, that's great.
That's awesome. So we're not beefing with Canada no more then, like, because I know there for a minute that it wasn't. Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
we don't like that. We like to be friends.
To FAFO.
She fuck around and find out even before the dome is completed. Oh yeah, they ain't gonna know what hit them. Y'all see where Diddy, sick, evil, AIDS, arse been eating Obama? Oh yeah. Oof. You know, I wonder. You know, if we go back to the Clinton and I heard they were putting warrants out or something for Hillary Clinton, and then something about. I mean, what was I going to say? I just had a brain.
If I can interrupt for a minute, what I
Go
heard,
ahead.
it was Jill Biden that ends up being what's going on with these missing kids.
Mhm.
I think Back Over Lives knew a little bit more than
I-
that.
Was Bush involved? I thought I heard Bush. Something about Bush too.
Bush. I did hear some other names. I can't even think of what it was now. I mean, there's been so much stuff going on. It's hard to keep up.
And it's so sad that it's our own government officials that we thought were in the position to actually lead a role and be leaders by example, but no. To know that they are doing that to our children is sad. It's very sad. It's just it's sickening. It makes me sick.
Yeah, it really is sick. And and I think also like that, that Hunter Biden too. I mean,
Yeah.
what was up with that? I mean, I bet you he was probably good friends with Epstein. I wouldn't put it past him.
That crossed that was I thought about that. I was wondering. Makes you
Yeah.
wonder a lot of things. Who's in cohorts with who, like you never know. Like times have changed so much, like me and a friend were talking the other day about how growing up we used to be able to go to the bus stop and hang out and and just be okay with didn't have to worry about like what we do now. I mean, then kids weren't getting snatched up off the streets. I mean, we would play in the neighborhood and it'd be fine. But there was more communities together back then than there are now. It's like now it's every man for himself, really. If you think about it, because I mean, or we're so stuck in the house. I mean,
that's what I was thinking, because like when we had a block, okay, when we were kids,
block parties, yes.
everybody, all the kids, like every day we'd go in the backyards, whoever had the biggest backyard, and we'd play kick the can.
Yeah.
Oh man, fun. And then we do what was it? You bring the doorbell and you dash like.
Oh man, if we did that, we'd be in trouble, boy. Oh no, we couldn't do that. That's
right?
There's kids that still do that, and but now like even the Nerf gun wars, like when even high schoolers were doing it, and some of the neighborhoods were like they won't let you do it. I mean, it's. I mean, I'm sorry. You stick me out there with my Nerf 3000 squirt water bottle thing. Shit, it's all like
wet plants. I am going to take you up on that offer. That would be fabulous, because I had somebody else tell me that they're going to also send me some like seeds and stuff.
There you go.
Anybody, I don't want to do anything against the law, but if I have a prescription and all that, but if anybody has any weed seeds, I sure would appreciate it. I don't even see those seeds anymore. I guess I better not grow any, God forbid. I don't think you can do that in Louisiana. You should be able to grow your own. But I mean, I do have some herbs. I'm lacking on some stuff. I have sage. I have winter lavender. I like to grow the herbs of all types.
You got me tongue tied there. I was like, what'd she just say?
And let me see. Fact over lies.
There you go.
Wet plants. I will give you my address. Is there any way we can get her?
Yes, I got her email. We will definitely be in touch. I will get that to you. So wet plants.
Yeah, we gotta
remind me. Let me make a note.
To make money, guys.
Let me make a note. I'll make a note right now because I'm.
Okay,
look,
so
I need.
Over Lies is saying that's from Save the Kids and from Venezuelan Jill Biden and Kamala Harris. Oh, that's right. It was Kamala Harris. So,
are you serious?
For immigrant kids. Okay, they were immigrant kids, and 3 to 500,000, or maybe it was 35.
They were tunneled.
Million.
Funneled or tunneled? Facts of life. Did he? Yeah.
Probably tunneled and funneled. I'm sorry, but it's true that they have the tunnels that went from the Playboy Mansion to Diddy's place. I mean, they're finding these tunnels all the way.
Yeah, they are.
Just like Hamas, guys. I hate to say it, but that's what's going on in Israel. They used to use that foam, and they would foam up like the foam you use on your cracks, but this is foam to fucking block up the tunnels. And they would that's why I really do like to watch what's going on with Israel with that Yair Pinto. I mean, TBN reporting. This guy does the boots on the ground report, and I'm telling you, he does a great job. That just goes to show you how they're at war and we're at war trying to get our kids back. And I mean, you're dealing with the same types of things. Like all I can think is when I think of tunnels, I think of my kids too. Because there is so many stuff out there that even if you think about it, sometimes it just makes you sick. You know that you
There's
have
so much.
your mind probably some bad.
Oh, the truth is starting to come out. I'll tell you that much. Stuff that we were definitely hidden from. Like there's some deep dark secrets, the hidden things that they kept from us, and it's so horrifying.
Now, John is saying, well, Mark Carney is the boss of the World Economic Forum that collaborated with the World Health Organization during COVID time, and WHO,
World Health Organization.
And I I need to say more? Exactly. WHO, I've been to I've been to a pretty big protest down in Washington D.C. It was a long time ago. Before I had the other, I had 3 kids.
Ryan Mata.
I think we went down there in the year 2000.
Okay, so Wet Plant said they've friended us on Facebook, so I'll definitely have to go look at my friend request. Did I accept it yet, or am I slacking again?
Wet Plants. I was like, sometimes I don't know who these characters are coming in wanting to be my friend. I'm like, yeah, but yeah.
I've been getting a lot of friend requests lately, but I have over 1,000 already.
Like I said, I'm bad about trying to keep up with that on Facebook too, or my TikTok even. I'm like, oh my god,
Well, as long as it's within the last week and a half, I'll accept it, because let me tell you, I've got over 1,000 friend requests that I have not answered, and I'm not going to.
No way.
And I swear to you, I will take a screenshot and send it to you, because and some of them say 52 weeks and stuff. I mean, it mostly it's how people trying to come up in the DMs, being a female, it's like, dude, I'm not even sweating you, man. They had that Facebook dating for a while, whatever was on Meta, and I'm like, So if y'all have friend requested me in the last week, 2 weeks, I'll be able. It should be one of the first ones that pop up. So, if I haven't accepted it, about May 12th.
What about
Burn?
Wait a minute. Operation Amber Alert is the catching Jill and Kamala by Ryan Meta. Meta. I was hearing about things about Ryan Meta. For those who need to know, this guy is gonna freaking expose this shit, and probably would be a good contact to help us with our kids situation here. We got to start looking at the names and see what they're doing and how they could help in our movement. You know what I mean?
No, there's a lady on TikTok that I'm trying to reach out to. I forgot her name. I know her name, but I want to make sure it is that one I told you that's in the county that I'm dealing with, that they're following her. I'm trying to get word to her to get in contact with me, but because I don't want to, because they really are. They are bullying up on this lady. And she just, I'll stand beside her. You know what I mean? To let her be safe and go do what she needs to do to get her, because that's how bad they're doing it. They're keeping her from getting anywhere to get her kids and fight for her kids, Oh my goodness. Here we go again.
Some people are having, good luck with it. There's others that are struggling so bad. So, it's really something else. And I really feel for anybody that's just starting out in this crazy game of corruption that's going on with CPS and all that. I mean,
I'm back.
I'm just wondering, does it look funny? I'm always looking up because I got my big screen up there. If I'm looking for guys, it's because if I look down here, I don't have it double on my laptop. So I'm really just looking at a black screen if I do this.
She said about May 12th. Bernie. That's Wet Plant saying that. Okay, so she sent it May 12th. Okay.
Oh, I get you. Okay.
Look,
Um,
sometimes y'all got me all.
that out.
They get me. I'm sitting there going like this when they say some things. I'm like, let me go ask GP or chat this some questions. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm
Let me
trying to
go Google this.
get my own show here. Let me see.
Right.
This
In fact, the realize said traffic is treason. Treason is trafficking. Become became Operation Amber Alert. Ryan Matta. Let me. Okay, I got his name wrote down.
yeah.
Yes, I was watching some. Has already exposed them. Ryan Matta.
Yeah, and
Definitely.
there was a couple names out there. I can't remember what the latest. That's why I have to write down everything. I write it like either on piece of paper, and then I'll put it in a folder later, and I put a date on the top, and like this is when I was writing about that, and then I can always go through it later and say, okay, what didn't I do? What didn't I do? Because
Look, mine. Go
it's hard.
ahead.
There's so many things I need to be doing, especially on with Chris. I'm gonna work on his next and make sure that I got his info out and say, okay,
Yes.
hey, not only I had my constitutional rights violated when my children were taken,
Yes.
my husband did as well. So I'm
Yes.
gonna do a separate
You talking
one.
about for the affidavit?
Yeah, I mean,
Yes,
whatever
you do need to do one for
happened with
every person. Yes.
every person in my family
Yes. I'm
um,
pretty sure. Yeah.
that were affected by this, right?
Yes.
I
Yes.
think I would ask my son if he wanted me to do one.
Even I would recommend him doing it. Yeah. So
Yeah,
that
especially when
that
he was approved and certified to take placement of the children.
right, because he
He's
was. I mean, he was denied his. I mean, he's family. Why couldn't he? I don't understand these people where they're just totally missing out on family members that are stepping up to take care of their family and their cousins or nephews or nieces or whatever the case may be, and they're just totally like it's been more here lately than ever that I've seen. Hey, Miss Clearwater, how are you?
well, that's the thing,
There's
and they'll keep
Scotland in the house.
the department keeps reporting that there's no family or friends available on all my
That is
paperwork every
correct.
step of the way.
That
They'll
is correct. Hey, Miss
and we're
Clearwater.
like, hello, we're
That
trying to tell you we have a big family. We have like
but
a
but with when the case is ongoing, they're supposed to like all the time be on the lookout and be looking for family. They're always supposed to continuously be looking for family members or someone like in the community or someone that's positive for the child.
someone that the child
They never do
knows.
that.
How about that? Not freaking strangers from God
Right.
knows where.
Where they don't even know them and in a totally different state that they have no clue what's going on. Like, could you imagine these kids that are being taken out of state and put in a state where they have no idea where they're at, what's going on? I mean, my son's never been to Texas until he went. Could my first biggest fear with him when he was out there was, oh my God, he's going to run away. And the water, the big bodies of water, you got the ocean out there, right where he's at. And where is he at? He's in Lake City. He was right there where, and he's got this thing for water towers and water. And oh my God, that was like my biggest. But thank goodness he didn't, because my son had it was called what was it called, Operation Kids Safe Kids or something. I seen that video, didn't I, Brenda?
Oh yeah, they did a whole segment on the news about it. How they were putting the bracelet on her Danielle's son, and that's how like if your child has a delay or something like that, and you would have to worry about them. They might, maybe you're gonna fall asleep and he runs out the door or whatever. You won't have to worry about it because they can track.
They can track them. Yeah, and they would have to come out every month, and I thought that was pretty cool because my mom didn't even know that they did that video. I was like, Mom, if you had to give them permission to do it, and I'm glad that I came across it because that's one of like the last videos I have of my mother. But that was cool to know that my son and her were involved in that, and because she would talk about it, and I'm like, Mom, what are you talking about? Because a lot of parents didn't know about it. But yeah, it's kind of like it's a bracelet. It looks like a watch, and they come out every month and they change the battery. But it's what happens is if your child runs away, they can, and you call into the local sheriff's department, they will be able to track on that. It's like a locator type thing.
I mean,
And
they
it's
do it for like dogs. Why not do it for children? I mean, what?
right.
what brainiac waited so long to come up with this?
Yeah,
Am I
right.
right?
My son would always they told me, like, me and my mom, my son was good about knocking the signal off because he was bad about going through the woods. Well, I mean, he learned that from me, but because he loves barefoot in the woods, like in water. Like, the boy loved the water towers, and that was, oh my God! Could you imagine your kid climbing a water tower on the 5 o'clock news? Like, no. Yeah,
Gosh.
Daniel,
He's
dirty names. Oh, 4 million dirty names have been removed from voter rolls at Judicial Watch. Okay. Facts over lies. Spitting out this info. The traffic treason was behind a paywall, but is now available to watch. Oh, nice. Ay, ay, ay. And when they commit I can't ever say this word because I don't have my bottom teeth. Hey, Chris. Treason. Did I say it right? Because my teeth, it's like, but 4 million dirty names have been removed from voter rolls. That reminds me. Remember a while back when I showed y'all that voter thing I had, my registration card, my voter card?
I didn't see it, Danielle, but I mean, I
I'm a
see it now.
felon. How am I able to vote?
I found out this year I could vote too. I said I didn't know I
Yeah,
could
and then
vote.
the registration date on it. Look at the registration date on it. It says 2018. You see that?
Oh, yes, I do. It's backwards, but I can see that.
Sorry, my bad. Look here, can you try? No, I'm just
You
kidding.
also are on probation. So as far as I understand it, if you're on probation, no, you can't vote.
That's what I thought. I thought if you were a felon that we couldn't vote. But my roommate even got one of
I
these.
voted for Trump. I did.
You did vote? You voted? I didn't.
Because I was off of probation and
Oh, well, when
I
you're
didn't
off.
realize it. I said, oh, I didn't know I could do this. And
Oh yeah. Well, I've
but I
never
don't know if it's
been able
because
to vote.
my felony was in a different state or something. I don't understand.
No. Well, I mean, when you're a felon. Wait a minute. I guess
It
I
just
thought when you're a felon you can't vote.
Or does it mean if it's adjudication withheld? I never remember we talked about this before. I don't understand the difference
So
because
is that the new laws, Chris? Because I thought when you're on probation or parole, you can't vote. Like, if you're a felon, no matter what, is that something new? Because I didn't register. Like, I know he didn't register either, and that's what's weird.
just
As
remember,
long as you're not state
they
property.
might call you up to be on jury duty, and if that's something you're up to or not.
I don't look. If you get called for jury duty, you better go. You better go. If they
I
going,
wouldn't mind going. I would like to go to jury duty. I mean, some people. I don't have nothing better to do. I would definitely like to be part of some trial.
So,
That's what I don't
man,
understand.
look.
How they can make decisions in kids' cases without a jury trial, for one thing, and they make these
True,
like,
true,
how
Chris.
long is your TPR hearing out there? Mine was 2 days, and boom, that's all they needed to make this decision to keep my kids. And I never even got a last visit. They said, "Oh, that's what the court-appointed attorney said to me." Well, at least if the worst case scenario, you'll get a last visit.
Right.
That
That never happened. Mm-mm.
I'm like, what the hell? And it was like right before Christmas, I seen my kids. Thank God I brought them some things and we celebrated it because I remember it was December.
Yesterday was fun. Go ahead, Jen. I'm sorry.
It was like after we had already went to, I take that back. Maybe it was a little later than that, but it was before Christmas. And the thing was, is I already went to
Y'all have to pay for jury duty?
I did see the kids once after the TPR trial. Well, the thing is because the holidays, of course, this happened right through the holidays we had our decision to make. Everybody, the judge said every party has to put in a petition as to why or why not the parents' rights should or should not be terminated. And since it was the holiday season, they said, well, you have to have this in by July or no. January 3rd. First, he said January 1st, and the one attorney's like, Judge, that's a holiday. And so it came. The decision came about the TPR hearing through, I had to call up the attorney's office, the public defender's office, and say, hello, have you got any news about this? And finally, I think it was January 3rd, she says, oh, I sent you an email. So my rights were terminated, and they threw me an email after I requested to find out what's going on. I mean, that's kind of messed up in itself, don't you think?
I know. Wet Plant says she can't afford jury duty. Do you have to pay for jury duty up where you're at, Wet Plants?
They're supposed to pay you.
What?
They're supposed to pay you if you're on.
I thought so, and they don't even pay enough for that.
No, they said because my son actually just got called out for that, and
it was like $25 to $50 or something. My aunt did it.
I think he got 25 bucks plus gas mileage.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Look, if they ever call me for jury duty, oh boy. I wanted to show y'all something. Y'all see that? Yeah, well, hold on. See that number?
Yeah, what about it?
You see that? What's wrong with that? Where's the letters? What the fuck? How am I supposed to know what it is?
Are you saying that's on some of your
Yeah, that's my case number for my daughter. That's one of my daughters. But the other one, I don't want to show it too long. But the other one is, look at the other one. Look at them two together. Look at them. Hold on. See them? Look at the top one and the bottom one. You see them?
Mm-hmm. Well,
what's the difference?
You got to back it up. Okay.
Hold on.
A little bit higher. Back it up. Back. Yeah. Yeah. Right there.
You see the bottom and the top one?
Uh-huh.
What's wrong with that picture? Why is there letters in the top one but not the bottom one?
Every dependency case should have a DP on it, right? Am I correct?
Yeah. But did you notice the top one compared to the bottom one? Wait. Yeah. Had letters. Like, it was the real case number at the top. Like, that's the correct one. Like, you know why? Because my daughter, one of them's about to be 18, and that's what they do. That's what they're doing. They did the same thing with my son, and it's bullshit, y'all. Make sure y'all check your paperwork. Check the facts and everything. If you got a case that's just now going on, and like in my instance with my son, and you know, don't let them try to screw you over. Do not let them bully on you, or let them get your paperwork all mixed up. Because let me show y'all another thing. Y'all see that?
Yeah, I would like to say something too, Danielle.
Hold on. See that right there? Does that not say non-TANF on it?
Yeah. So that means we weren't getting any.
Guess what? That's child support. That's child support. And then look at this. This is only not even a month later. Look at that amount. How does it double that much in a freaking month?
Whoa.
Jump from 13 to 20-something thousand, and now it's like even more than that. But yet now it's Title 4. Now it's under Title 4D support instead of non-TANF.
That's what I wanted to show you guys. See up here how it says this is when it was filed? Okay, that's what you make sure all your paperwork says that it's filed on a certain time. They have the date and the time on there. If it doesn't have that, guess what? It ain't filed. Sometimes they'll put a stamp on it. Okay, if it doesn't have a stamp on it.
That is true, because now like that child support part is one case now, but yet my son's closed, but yet it's 21,000. It's even more now. It's like quadruple. And it's support 4D. Non-TANF to support 4D? That sounds, somebody's getting some money. That's messed up.
Chris says that her is 22J A.
And
doesn't that mean juvenile?
Yes, and that's what. Now the top. Let me go back. Let me pull it out the envelope. It's supposed to be.
Here, this is iced tea.
But so did you ever have an old case? Because I'm going to tell y'all this. The number y'all just read with my girls was supposed to be also on my son. But you notice there was no 2 in that case file. This case number. You know why? Because these are the court number. These are the case numbers for the 2011 guardianship order, and that's 2011. But now why would they? It looks to me like they're trying to destroy the evidence.
Mine clearly says this is a case number 15 has the year 2016-DP0006.
Mine's 11. Like it was a 2011, and they put the J and then and it's supposed to be 1084 for one kid, 1085 for another, and then my son was 1086 or 1084, 85, and 86.
I don't understand why they gave all your kids different ones.
Because it was 3 different cases back in 2011, because it was 3 different guardianship orders, because it was 3 people. But they were right there together. But that's how I knew something was up, because my son's case was 2022, and I'm like, wait a minute, where's the original guardianship order? So y'all, when I tell y'all they took my son, they seized my son, they seized him when there was a guardianship order in place. So talk about stomping over my rights. And that guardianship order, guess what? I have the originals. Huh. Thank God for Miss Kim Haynes' mother. I love that woman till, oh my goodness, she's passed on. May she rest in peace. Oops. But when I was getting sent off to prison, I told my bunkie, I said, please get your mom to get these so I don't have to throw them away. And I don't want the prison to throw them away, in case I don't get money on my books in time to send them home. And let me tell you, she put them behind the picture, and she had them behind this picture frame of her and her husband, their marriage picture, for over a decade. It was a decade, and they still, she told her daughter to call me and let me know that I need to come by and get them, that she still had them waiting on me. I could not believe that.
I also want to show you this. See, on the bottom of this letter, how everybody that was involved, all the attorneys, it has all their names and emails. And if you wonder, like you're saying, oh, I can't remember anybody's name, it should be on your paperwork, guys. Because they sent, like, whatever this order is. What was this? This was the I wonder what is this?
Brenda, did you find new stuff? Yeah, I can't even. Oh, someone who's in my same courtroom told me today. She found out
the case started is what it is. But the thing is, it sent copies to all these people.
Yes, through the affidavit. Yes.
To the chief judge. It sent it to Marky Fiegel. It sent it to Judge Jennifer Johnson, the acting circuit judge at that time.
Right. Wet plans. Jury duty does not pay us to miss a day's of work. I tell you. It don't pay me nothing.
I think I just put 2 and 2 together by looking at this old piece of paper. You know what? It says that Judge Jennifer Johnson was the acting judge at that time. This is dated in May. I'm sorry. She reclused herself in April.
Oh, yeah.
See, that's a false document right there.
Right. Check your paperwork.
See, you guys.
Make sure the filing dates and everything. What day was that filed on, Brenda?
It was 5/3 of 2017. So this was over a year into the case.
5/3?
Yeah.
2017 in your kid's case?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Keep that out. Keep that out.
Like I say, I don't even know what this is, like a top page for something.
I'll get with that. I'll get with you on that after we get off the show.
To the reclusal. This is the reclusal letter. Oh my God, I've been looking.
For her. What's the date on it? I can't believe we're talking about this on. It's okay.
Oops, sorry guys. It is E.
Was that you with the music?
May 3rd of 2017. And
May 3rd of 2017. Again, a year after.
Here it says there was some budget analyst. From the budget analyst, it says May 2nd of 2017. The date says like a little bit lower right there.
All right.
So
keep that. Hey, just put that.
The reclusal of Judge Jennifer Johnson.
Oh yeah, put that off to the side, and we will talk about that. Because we definitely, that's what. Look, I was saying, what, you're just found the golden ticket. I got the golden ticket. I get the golden chance to get Chris free. Hey everybody, there's Naylor. What's up, Naylor? Do we got any good stuff today, my friend? All right, so Chris said, so I found out today that the public defenders and state's attorney in my courtroom were speaking out to each other about corruption going on with Judge and CASA. Straight up, them CASA, those little third-party LLC CASA things, the court-appointed special advocates, whatever they do, these guardian ad litem's, all of them they're messed up. Nailerism are inbound. That's what's up.
That's kind of weird because I never heard about this CASA stuff until recently. I never heard about that when my case was going on.
Chris, I need to get with you on that, Naylor. For real. Wait a minute.
Inbound. So okay.
Authorization for release of records, and yep, with the HH, yep, and that's with the Health and Human Services, right?
All right.
Yes. I'm like skipping. Is that you ringing?
Yeah, that's Chris. I told him if I
Tell it,
didn't,
Chris. I said,
I'd be on
what's
the show.
up? What's up, pimp juice? I'm just kidding. You're probably like, Danielle, don't be weird, Danielle. Don't be weird. All
Okay,
right, let's do it.
I'll step away for a minute.
You're
And
fine up. I got you.
say anything.
All right. Someone who's in my courtroom told me today she found out because she asked her lawyer if she should do the affidavit, and her lawyer said 100% yes. Brenda, hold on, y'all. Let me hush Brenda. There she goes. Sorry, y'all. Okay. So let's get caught. So yes, the affidavit, y'all. You need to get people to fill them out. And like I said, if they're coming in, and if you have trouble, I know Chris, I know you reached out. I'm trying to get caught up with everybody. And I know if you're having trouble with the notary, y'all can get with me. I am. It's Don't think I have not got your messages, everybody, because I have. Okay. And some people are the chat GPT or the chat bot can be. I know a lot have learned that if your settings or your firewall can also crash it. And I also learned those little squigglies, the fancy abbreviations and stuff, like the punctuation and stuff, those little squiggly lines and that. Did you know that can make the chat bot crash as well? It is crazy because they were talking in Latin one lingo. So I thought that was pretty cool to learn. I got mine and 3 others to send. Awesome. Good. Y'all are way ahead of me. I'm so proud of y'all. Y'all are way ahead of me because I am. I got it. I'm slacking. Not sort of. I just got a lot, there's people, some people it is hard, and because some if you're having trouble reliving that to talk about it, if you need help with that, please reach out. Please don't hesitate to reach out, and I will help you. I know that sometimes my conversations with people can go for hours, but they've said it helped them, and got there to because they just felt nervous, and I'm glad to be that support there for y'all. So I have a new number. I'll text you from it. Okay. Text the 770 number. Okay. That's cool. Yes, ma'am. Sound good, Chris. So the attorneys are figuring out that they are working together to separate families, right? And they're figuring out that it's people right there that they're working shoulder to shoulder with, and it sucks. And I'm hoping that these lawyers and these court, like the ones that aren't corrupt, are seeing this, and they're gonna start speaking up. So let's go, Brandon. Let's get it, got it good. All right. There's Naylor. Naylor, I don't want to block you. No. All right, hold on, Naylor. No, it's Naylor. If that gets blocked, let me know, please. I didn't mean to press that. Naylor, say something so I can know you're still in here. Naylor. I've been having everyone out by me come over so I can help them. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's actually. I mean, it's not. You can even talk to that thing, and it'll help you. And if y'all feel like your template is not like Kate Casa is definitely trafficking, right? Oh yeah, no doubt. They and that's where the funding, man. The funding's redonkulous with the money. Did you know that they were requesting more money? I thought they cut off the funds to Casa and gals. It sounds and okay, good. I see your comments, Naylor. All right, Brenda, unmute yourself. I muted you. You unmute yourself, Brenda. Unmute it, Brenda. I don't hear you, Brenda. Unmute yourself. Brenda.
I did.
There you go. Look, I muted you earlier because you were talking on the phone. I could hear you.
But can you hear me now?
Yes, I can, Ma. Yes, I can.
I wanted
She's
to
back.
share something with you guys. Okay, so this
Okay, go
was
ahead.
that I got at the the thing, but since you don't want to read it backwards, I'll read it to you. It has a
Good.
pineapple, as you can see. Be like a
Good.
pineapple, be sweet, wear a crown, and grow where you are planted. It says, God has raised you up for a purpose. He displays his power in you to proclaim his name to all the earth. And it quotes Romans 9:17. I didn't actually look it up in the Bible, but I suppose it's pretty close to what they're saying. I prefer the King James Version. That's up to you guys to fact check that. But it's on a t-shirt, and I thought it was pretty cool. And it's a little bit of encouragement. I got some nice things at the thrift store today that was free.
Okay. Okay, wet plants. And then I'm writing down what Naylor said about the HHS records.
Okay. Yeah, the administrative they have those administration offices for.
That's where the grant reviews. That's who we do. I do the grant reviews through, but they just laid off a bunch of people that were involved in the corruption of the federal funding and approving these grants, and they shouldn't have ever approved them.
Well, that's the thing is that, and then some people don't really understand that there's so many people out there that aren't doing their job or stealing money or whatever they're doing. It's fraud,
Yep.
waste, abuse, and that's why they're going to be fired or whatever.
I mean, they can go. If they want to be involved in that trafficking and that funding, screwing the government. I don't think so. They can go hasta luego because that's taxpayer dollars that should not be. Whoops! That I just dropped my fingernail polish. Sorry, dang it. But I don't know what I was doing with my pen over there, but my bad.
What was it? Your pen?
My fingernail polish. Like
Oh,
I'm an
geez,
idiot.
Louise.
So that's just look.
You're a mess.
That's gonna make a mess. And
Why do you have the lid on it? What the hell's wrong with you?
Because I'm always painting my nails, y'all. I'm always painting every color. I do it when I'm on the phone or when I'm reading something because I have to be. It's like I have to be messing with something when I'm writing or listening. I always got to be. My fingers are always going. Somebody call me Twinkle Toes. Twinkle Toes.
The thing is I don't have any of that nail remover, so
me neither. So I just paint over. And take it off that way.
Some different layers. I like to do different layers of colors because I have some sparkly stuff and some.
I do until it starts turning like a very dark color, like black, and I'm like, whoa, like, what's going on?
Guys, when I was working at this meat store or so for a couple of days, just a little tryout, and I had this nail polish that was half on my fingers, and I'm asking the girl because they're saying want me to mix up these meatballs, and I said, "Don't you guys wear gloves or anything?" And they're like, "No." I mean, this place would not pass any inspection. This meat store. I mean, I'm telling you guys, if you're the weak at heart with the animals, because they had a pig hanging right in there, and we're like running around waiting on the customers in there.
It looks like little diamonds and stuff, but it's not. It's like it's real. It looks like it though, but it's really. I think I just paid for the lid really on this bottle. Which I got like a bunch of these bottles, but yeah.
Okay, so since ACF is operating a division of Department of Health and Human Services, your request should be directed to HHS Public Access Link. He's calling it PAL. Determine the specific records you need. Be as clear as possible about the records you are requesting, including the child's name, date of birth, and other relevant information. I just wanted to say, because I all along had been trying to get these videos that were taped when we had our visits.
Good night, John. Much love to you, my friend, and we'll see you next time.
Oh,
I'm sure Brenda. Will you be on tomorrow, Brenda?
Yeah, I'm going to be on tomorrow. Same time. It'll be right around 9 o'clock, guys. Eastern.
And then I'll be on at 5:30, 5 to 5:30. Promise.
Okay. And then
even though it's Thursday,
because we banging out, and then I spend the rest of the week wondering, oh my God, I miss everybody. I feel like doing a show. Last night.
Like the spur of the moment thing in the middle of the storm last night. Brenda's wanting to do a show, and I'm like, I'm gonna fly away. Like, okay, let's.
Was it last night? Gunner ended up.
Gunner did, thank God, because girl,
I'm just like,
you would have got upset because my connection was it was bad, dude. Like when I tell you there, like we were like tornado central last night. It was bad. Trees falling. It hit a couple places around my house. Yeah, and I was like,
like some footage of these tornadoes, man. Aren't they?
right.
They're like very visually.
And I was really wondering if I was about to sail away. You know, I used to joke about it all the time, but
over
man,
there.
because I live in a valley. Like I get all the water, and oh my god, I live in like a hole, and oh boy. So
Okay.
it's gonna get me one day. We're gonna go sailing away, you know.
She lives with the turtles. She lives amongst
The turtles and the fishies and the look. I ain't trying to go to the lake this soon. Shoot.
those prairie dog type things. They like to live in holes.
Yeah. Look, and then there's somebody around here. We got a bunch of neighborhood dogs that are running around because I guess somebody got rid of, like, abandoned them, and it sucks because they listen and they're so sweet.
I
I'm
know.
like,
I really do feel sorry because we've got a couple of them that come up over here, and I wouldn't mind. I go throw them some food down, like down that way, but that doesn't mean you can come shit in my yard. Sorry.
look, gee.
Trying to
That's the best present ever, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you this, but this doesn't.
Is that your way of saying thank you? They're gonna come fertilize the grass, huh? That's messed up.
Oh, jeez.
You feed them and they still come around and poop in your yard.
There's a whole weird story about that, guys. I swear to God. Wait a minute. Wet Plants is saying I'm on the lake all year fishing. Well, that's nice. See, and that's what I was trying to tell
I need to catch up.
friends of mine. I'm like, hello. When we were in New Hampshire, we had a pond. We had fresh spring water flowing into the pond from three different PVC pipes. There's all constantly flowing water in there. We had stocked that thing with trout. We could fish anytime.
All year. I'm lucky.
Where that top froze over. And
I'm by the lake, but I'm not on it all year. No, I try to stay away from the lake.
So that's actually why we used to have to go to town to get our water when that short time in the winter where it gets so cold up in New Hampshire that little pipe froze up, because that was our water. That was it.
Guidance on it.
That, and I could have called, Brenda's mountain spring water. And it could have been original today. And also, they probably would have never bothered me, because New Hampshire is live free or die. But is anybody out there in New Hampshire that's had any problems? That's what I want to know, because
I heard New Hampshire was pretty.
It is pretty, but I'm wondering.
I just can't stand the cold weather.
With CPS out there, because I haven't heard of anybody having trouble in New Hampshire.
No, I can't say I've heard. Wait a minute. Yes, I have, like once or twice, but not. The ones I haven't heard yet are North and South Dakota, and I've heard in New Mexico, Colorado. Was there some in Colorado? Michigan? No, I've heard some Michigan. What's that other state up there? Indiana?
Indiana. What about Indiana? I used to go there every summer when I lived up in Ohio when I was a kid, and we'd go see my grandpa. He lived in South Bend, Indiana. Oh my God, we used to have a blast.
I had family up in Illinois on Mount Prospect, I think it was, and then I had in Indiana, Evansville, I think, Indiana. But see, my dad and my nanny was born in Chicago, but she was raised down here. She's from Germany. Most of them from Germany, her family, but she was born in Chicago and raised in Georgia. And then my dad was born in Cocoa Beach and raised in Chicago, and he had some stories, y'all. Let me tell you. So Colorado, I sat in on a call the other night. Okay.
Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Come on, everybody.
I don't know that song.
Colorado.
I know Achy Breaky Heart.
I always talked about moving to Colorado because that's what they were the first ones to have legalized weed. Come on.
The information. What does he say? What is Naylor saying? Yes, Colorado. I hear the information memorandum. It strongly encourages all child welfare agencies, grantees to work together with the courts and other appropriate public and Chilltown. Yeah, Chilltown. My nanny used to say it when she was younger. She would steal her parents' car and go out like underage and go out and party on town, and then put her tires, her passenger side tires, in the railway or whatever up there, and it would carry her all the way home. I'm like, that is smart, but that's wrong of you, nanny. Boy, she had some stories. I was like, she's supposed to be the good, good, not telling me stuff like that.
I'm telling you, my grandma, my one grandma used to live kind of across the street from the railroad track, and we were kids, and then across from the railroad track there used to be this junkyard. Well, we thought it was a junkyard, but we used to go down there and we started throwing rocks at the cars because we thought they were just junk cars. And then all of a sudden some guy comes out there and says,
And they weren't, were they?
throwing rocks at my cars for.
Oh no.
Cheetown. Cheetown?
Cheetown. Oh yeah, Cheetown. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like Chinatown. Is that what you're talking about?
Private
They do have
agencies
that up there.
and partners to plan, implement, and maintain integrated primary prevention networks and approaches to strengthen families and prevent maltreatment and unnecessary removal. Yeah.
Right there. There's the rest of it.
There's laws in place, but y'all, they ain't following them. That's for the most part.
Did you ever figure out what part of Georgia, Chris? Because I think it was yeah. Because I'll tell you, you don't hear. I mean, you hear about Camden County, of course, here in Georgia, and that hasn't changed yet. They're more corrupt than ever. And I don't know if y'all have heard about these new bills that they're passing. Town. Chicago.
Chris's sister lives in Georgia. My sister lives in Ohio, right where I grew up. Yeah, still the same town. I was the only one to venture on to bigger and better things.
Oh, something always draws me back to Georgia. Gotta get that. I'm trying to get the hell out of here, and it always brings me
hiking boots and
right
jacket. I'm good to go.
Look, I'm going off the grid. I'm gonna go live off in the middle of nowhere, and I'll be okay.
Well, I was pointing out the other day about the places where you can go do this. You can even go to Slab City, okay? But they're saying these crimes in these places, but you kind of have to watch out because they're lawless. They don't have cops coming out there.
Right.
So problem you're gonna have to deal with your own, but sometimes that could be a good thing. But I heard that there's some kind of jealousy going on on down there, and they were burning each other's places down, and they're making their places like garbage a lot of times.
Yeah. You know what they were doing around here? They were building little tiny houses out of pallets, like the pallets, like that you get at the. They would take pallets apart and build little tiny houses. Code enforcement just made them, and I mean people build them and they stayed in them for a long time. But now they made them tear them down, and
really?
Yeah, it sucks. But it was actually pretty cool. Like I went in one or two of them, and it was like that. I mean, bathroom had a big jacuzzi tub in it. I mean, like wow.
Yeah,
and built straight out of pallets.
About that was some lady in Slab City. She had her own.
Right.
Wow, it was like fabulous. And they can use the solar power out there. There's no problem with that, right? Use your solar power.
Yes, and solar power is the best. Solar power. I like solar power, and it's pretty cool because you do save on a lot, But
this, Danielle, fun fact, that my oldest two used to go across the street when we lived in Maine. We lived out in the country, right off in Jonesport, right off the ocean there. And this old man, he made solar panels, and he helped with people all across the country putting these solar panels in. Well, the thing was that kids used to make money going to work with them. That was. So it was like their first job. They're like 12.
Like Chris calling
you? Yeah. Jeez Louise.
Are we ready? Do we want to end the?
Yeah, I guess we are going over time.
Okay. Request for information out. You want me to?
All right. Yeah.
You want to say any last words?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I got you. I'll close you out.
All right.
All right, everybody. So we are gonna go ahead and end the show. It was good being here with y'all. Requests for information, administration for children and family development, standards for human services program, notice by the children. Okay. Families administration on 10/20. Awesome. Thank you, Chris, for sharing that with her. Nailerism today. Got our Nailerism. Now, I thank everybody for coming in. Thank y'all for watching, sticking it out with us. I'll be back. Oh, I muted her again. See, here she comes. She always sneaks up on me. Hey girl, hey.
Yeah, I guess I lost his call anyway. Sorry, guys.
She had to come and say bye to everybody.
I want to say thanks for coming in.
Please don't go. Don't go. Don't. I'm just kidding.
chasing.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I was not singing that, but okay.
Songs. I know a little bit about every song, just like a one line of every
I
song.
think that was what was I singing? KWS. Please don't go. So it was what my mom used to listen to it, and she, like, I know that song by heart. Like whatever my mom listened to when we were little, I remember all that. Like it was Foreigner and like my favorite two songs is Hot Blooded, Check and See,
What
Got
about
a Fever.
Sticks? What about Sticks? What was that one song? Oh my God, we used to sing it and everything. I think that was when I was in middle school.
Which
Um,
one?
about the sailboat. Anybody? That,
I'm sailing away. I'm just kidding, not
oh
that
yes,
one.
it was. That's it. Thank you.
What's
Um,
that? What song is that? What song is she talking about?
Ahead of me on
What
board
song?
the captain's
Yes.
climb
I'm
aboard.
sailing away.
Search for tomorrow on
That is,
every shore.
yes,
And
you are,
I, oh
girl.
Lord,
I
I'll
have,
try. Right? Come on.
I know, yes, that's the song.
Carry on. Boom. And then it goes jam.
Yes, there you go. Oh my God, carry on. That's
Hey,
my,
yeah, we need to carry on, my
yep.
wayward sons. Oh, come on. On the most
Uh-huh.
effective approaches,
That's,
technical
oh,
standards, and technological tools, and currently or could promote intro
Georgia is badass.
between health and human services program. Georgia is beautiful and badass. Damn right,
Better
Georgia.
watch it.
What's up?
Georgia be kicking that. Well, I'm gonna kick Georgia's ass. Like
Um,
Georgia's on my mind. I'm just kidding.
um,
Yeah,
so,
I ain't been on a show like
guys,
this in a
we have a
minute.
lot of peaches down there, or what?
Huh?
Do you have a lot of peaches down there in Georgia?
Peaches come from a can. They were put there by a man in a
I live
factory
in Georgia, but I buy
downtown.
peaches in a
If
can.
I have my little way, I'd eat peaches every day. Oh, God.
My
I
God,
was,
that's like my little son. That's what Chris, well, when he's little, oh my God, this boy, anytime we'd get a
man,
can of
that was,
peaches, man, he would like gobble that up. I'm like,
look, man, I had some peach cobbler and it was frozen, right? Like I'd freeze it. Man, I pulled that out and look, I heated it up. Oh my God, it was great. Like,
oh
can't
man.
beat no homemade peach cobbler. Now I
Oh,
want some.
I should make me some because I got some frozen peaches and I could throw
There you go.
like brown
I
sugar and like
love
that.
peach cobbler. I'm a sucker for sweet potato souffle with brown sugar and the pecans in it and all that good stuff.
I know
Lord.
they do these sweet potato pies around here, but I never really had a sweet potato pie. Isn't it
Oh,
just
it's
like
so
pumpkin?
good. It's good. Is it what?
Isn't it
Let me
just
see.
pumpkin pie?
No, sweet potato souffle? Sweet potato pie?
No, it's not like pumpkin pie. It looks
Yeah.
exactly the same.
Yeah, it's like pumpkin pie, but it's sweet potato. And it's got like the I mean, if you're wanting it like that, it's got like the spices and stuff in it. It's not like trust me, you're eating sweet potato without the extra extremities in it, like the sweetener stuff. Boy, that's some tart stuff. Just
Um,
like pumpkin.
we throw just like the whole sweet potato in the oven, or my son that comes over here for lunch prefers his sweet potato in the microwave. I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Really? That's
You throw
funny.
some
You
butter
know,
on
I
that, and that's pretty good. Of
let me
course,
try.
he would throw olive oil on it because he's so
Yeah.
healthy about everything.
Look, I am not healthy. I am fat, out of weight. Wait, I'm fat, out of shape, and overweight. Okay.
Well,
And
Danielle, you're pulling it off pretty easily because you don't look fat. You
well,
don't got a
damn,
fat
I
head.
feel that way. Let me have it. No, I'm just kidding. Y'all, look,
This, I got
I'm
this
big bone,
free.
man. Like people, I tell people how much I weigh, and they're like, "Where, Danielle?" I'm like, "I promise you, I
I
weigh
got
like
my Rolling Stones
215 pounds," and they're like,
pajamas
"What the fuck?"
on, guys. Did anybody see that?
I did. I saw you all day long, girlfriend.
I forgot
Girl,
about that
tell
part.
her she needs to
I
slow
just
her
was
roll
trying
and
to see the
calm
shirt.
down. All right. Well, I guess are we
Those
ready to? We've been on here an hour and
Rolling
20.
Stones. How
Look,
about Auntie? Auntie.
oh, our what's that other one? Oh my gosh, now
I'm
you got
just
me.
waiting on a friend. How about that one? How about
Mhm.
got the moves like Jagger, and I go like this.
I gave my 2 parrots sweet potatoes today for the first time, and they love it. They
Really?
love it, love it. Baked them in my, and they loved it. That's awesome.
I'm gonna try that with my my chicken. But guess what, guys? My chicken's going through some brooding stage where it's sitting on a chair and not doing a damn thing at all. And if I go nearer,
Her and that darn chicken, we're going to have to get her another chicken too, as a friend.
I
At
gave
least it's not the guinea.
her with the egg so she can think she's hatching it. I don't have a heart enough to take the egg away from her.
That's so you don't have your egg in the morning then for breakfast?
Well, the thing is that
Sorry, I had to say it.
today was the first day she didn't lay an egg, so I don't know
Oh.
yeah.
And have you had her since she was little?
Actually, it was full grown when I got her. I got her at the farmer's market, and I think I paid $10 for her. And it was so cute though because she was all black, and it just like it was a cute.
She's
thing.
still all black, ain't she? She
is black, but
I've never seen a chicken like that.
And they call it an Easter egger because she lays only blue in her feathers, like in a certain light. She also lays blue eggs. There you have it. You don't have to
like I'm still dumbfounded by these blue eggs and these speckled eggs, and I know the brown eggs and the white eggs. I have not ever seen a speckled egg.
Yellow chickens, and I swear to God, it was on Easter Sunday. I go out there to my chicken coop, and this one chicken laid a speckled egg. I'm like, is that just a coincidence or what?
I always thought they were playing with us on Easter when they were speckled. But I guess they are true because they'd be boiled eggs, Well, now I know my grandma wasn't lying to me. They weren't. That wasn't food coloring. That was really the way. Boy, I miss the good old days, man. Now I want to go Easter egg hunting, even though I'm an old geezer now, Yeah, my daughter. Look, when my daughter graduated, she looked just like me. She didn't have that. Usually she has like a bunch of makeup on and stuff, but no, she was all natural, and that was so. I said, "Oh my gosh!"
We need to be able to zoom in on that picture.
Yeah, I'm gonna play the her walking across. Well, and then I was spotted after that. So and so I had to go. Didn't gotta go, because.
Well, that's the part you wanted to see anyway. So
yeah. Thank God she was the 3rd letter in the alphabet instead of like my last name. I mean, that would have been a long time.
How dare you? How dare you come see your daughter?
Yeah. And that's the way it was. But thank you, cameraman, for letting me be there, homie. That's what I love it. Yep. Because I mean, that's a moment you don't want to miss, but my son didn't get to be with her.
Chris was laughing at us because we're singing songs and stuff like that.
Tell Chris I said to calm down.
She said she loves us though. So.
Oh, Chris. Okay.
Yeah, she's like, ha ha.
I thought you were talking about your husband, Chris. I'm like, you better tell him he better slow his roll.
Guys, there's too many damn Chris's in this world now.
I know, man. I've never known this many Chris's, and now I'm like, Chris with a K. I'm gonna say Chris with a K. Chris with a C.
Yeah. And but then I mean, how many guys? Oh my God, I know 2 Chris's that's spelled with a C that are in jail or prison, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, right now. Do y'all know that Chris Griffiths or whatever Griffin, Chris Archer? Yeah, he's in jail, and it has to do with him he always wanted to be with his kids, but he was denied that. And that's too bad. He was fighting for his kids for a long time, and he was a foster kid himself.
You talking about Chris that was locked up, the one that every time he turned around in Palm Beach County, Florida?
He was actually in Ocala, Florida, and then yeah, and also.
But that's the same one you're talking about, right? It's probably is.
In Palm Beach too, but he was a traveling man. He was he did like his dad taxi, and he would that was his job. He made a little bit, driving people around like an Uber or something.
Now, I think let me see somewhere. Oh well, we can continue on. It's up to you. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, I got to see her. She was beautiful, and she's that's all I wanted to see was her graduate, before I go to the courts with what I need to, because I didn't want to mess it up for her with the stuff but I got to bring it to the light, you know. In my girl's cases, it sucks. And I didn't want to mess up her graduation because that's a moment that I don't want to, you know, even though, and I hope she realized I was there because I was
Pain.
probably the one cheering her on the biggest, the loudest.
Right.
So you know, and yeah, but I mean, you could see me right there. I mean, it's like I was like, you might as well say I was practically on the stage, my dang self. You know, like I made sure, you know, but she looked just like me. Oh wow, I could not believe it.
It's really amazing that these kids they're growing up so damn fast.
They grew. Oh my god, I know, right? And then my youngest is she graduates in 2 years. I'm like, where did the time go? You know, what'd you say? That's fucked. There's case law that says you can't take a parent who's locked up parental. Right, Chris. And what's even more crazier is you didn't get to see your son's graduation, and my son didn't even get to graduate because of DFCS sending him out to Texas. He was supposed to graduate this year with his sister, and now I mean, all this bullshit with my kid and my kids for no reason. Like there was a guardianship order in place, and they totally went against, like, from day one. They unlawful seized my son for no reason.
The thing is that I guess my kids probably graduated. I have
Yeah, it's important.
idea, but of course I missed that for my two youngest. Yeah, so that's
Oh, you know, for the parents out there that have missed it, you know, just know that they see y'all fighting for them and voicing, and they're watching, they're looking, they see us. It's not like a kid don't get on social media. Come on, or whatever. They see us. I mean, if my son and he's autistic can find stuff about me online, I know they find stuff, and just know that. I mean, that's how bad these kids are sheltered and isolated from the real world. You know what I'm saying? It's that people that, like in my instance, people I trusted with my children just isolated them from society, and it's crazy. I mean, why would you want to isolate that child from their biological parents and your own family at that? Like, no child or parent ever deserves that. But I mean, once again, we do have rights as well. We have God-given rights, and apparently, I guess people think that that's not a real thing. But I'll be darned, my higher power, shit. Parenting don't come with an instruction manual, neither does life. You know, I mean, and we were all new to it, but we all learned. You know, we learned as we went, and it was natural, and you can't take our God-given rights away. That's messed up, and that's what they think they can do. Those are our children, and these people don't need to be so much obsessed with our kids. That's what it is. I mean, I don't understand. A mother, father should be like, I'm sorry. They say we're obsessed. You darn right we are. Those are our children. Hello. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Why not? Because I want make sure my children are safe. Everything.
Overly protected of my children.
Yeah. I mean, any parent is. My mother, boy, let me tell you what. She said, but that just shows it's not in their best interest to be away from you. They want to be with you, right? Right. My daughter was speaking out on TikTok there for a while, and then she got hushed, not by me, but I believe it was by my family member. And then next thing you know, you can tell when it was the kid and when it was a family member talking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I could tell, but the last thing that was said by my daughter was she can't believe that I signed over full custody, full rights over to my family. And I'm like, wait a minute, what? I never did that. I never. And that right there tells you how brainwashed and how messed up the case is. They did that and took my rights away without me even. I was never there. I didn't know about it. And that's how bad. So not only was my son's case going on at that time, it was also going on with my girls, and they were doing that behind the scenes. And that's how messed up it is. So guess what? My baby's gonna know I'm here, and Yeah. So that was my daughter's cry out. Like she couldn't believe it.
Even if they weren't able to see the show live, we can always go back in history to all these shows, and then they'll know. Oh, look at my mom was in the chat or whatever. My dad was in the chat. If they they were interacting with the shows, and
we got to be the voice for the kids, and even the ones like the ones special. You know, now they're going after elderly people and these disabled adults. Up in Michigan, I heard that.
The guardianship thing. I knew a lady that she's in
guardianship is not like it used to be.
Carolina, but they took a trip to Florida. I swear to God, her son was taken, and it's just crazy.
Guardianship is nothing like it was when in 2011. Like now they're saying, I mean, like if you get guardianship, it's like taking all that disabled person or elderly person's rights away. They don't have no right of like to marry or anything. And I'm like, you know what? I'm having second thoughts, like with my brother and everything. Like, wait a minute, he needs to have he's able to make certain decisions. You know, it's just his memory. You know what I'm saying? And his physical. But why would you want to take? That's just where they have and guardian. It's changed. It's changed bad from what it was. And I've noticed that.
And a lot of these kids, these adults that need to be like, I know I had a friend that had something going on.
Yeah,
and
doing the shit to the elderly. Yeah.
Dedicated to helping them and to get through these things, but they were independent on their own, even though if they had any medical issues. I think they were doing a great job of it, but I can see how some of this can lead to abusive situations.
Right. You know? Right. And it's messed up. But the thing is, you know, they have a voice too. They deserve to have their freedoms. You know, we can't just take it, and you know how greed steps in sometimes when, you know, and that's not the way these people have lives too. You know, their life matters as well. And no one should ever think to ever put them in a situation where they fully control them or ever, you know, nobody should ever feel like that. Cause you know, cause I know how some, you know, there's some disabled people out there, like adults, that do need full, you know, that are nonverbal and stuff, but they can still speak too. You know that they still express themselves. They do it through the chat, keyboard and a screen.
Yo, D, I'll tell you where the time went. It was stolen by the state. Your time was taken by burglary, right?
Street justice, baby. Yeah. They stole it. Street justice.
Oh, I forgot.
Look, I gotta tell you about that. I'll tell you about street justice.
Yeah, we were supposed to talk.
I know. Hey, I know.
Fuck.
We'll go with that. We'll leave that right there. And yep, street justice. That's it's gonna be fun. Once I'll nail her. Okay, so they said her old caseworker opened up an organization doing that shit to the elderly. See, these nursing homes. I saw a couple years ago. I wish I could find him now. He was out in Oklahoma, I believe, and it was a guy in a nursing home, and he used to go live and talk about the bullshit going on in the nursing home, you know. And then they would move him to another nursing home because they said he was a problem child, but yet he's an adult. I'm like, are you kidding me? He's like, all I was trying to do was get myself taken care of because he had a cut or something on him, you know. And they would abuse on them and everything. It's crazy.
See, and it's a form of prison. It's
yes, that's definitely good.
They're locking our children up in these institutions that are very similar to prisons, and a lot of times I would say that they're being treated worse than prisoners because guess what? Prisoners can pick up the phone and call you if you put money on their phone. Right. But that's not happening with the children.
No. No, they want to isolate these kids and they want to control who they call and who they don't. And I bet you they get to talk to the caseworker if they're in these facilities, but they sure as hell don't get to talk to their parents. I raised hell to speak to mine.
I know, and it was like they would say something in the court that okay, we're gonna have more times where you can call over the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Said we're gonna do at that time they called it Skype. Remember, everyone the Skype was a big thing, right? And my daughter said she was all excited. She wanted to do Skype with us, and they're like, oh, well, that depends on if the foster placement has internet. Are you telling me you
Uh-huh.
have the
They
ability?
do have the internet. They're full of shit. They tell you they don't. They do have the internet. Public Law 110351. They do have the internet. They tried to tell me all the time that the thing was down or whatever. I said, well, it shows y'all connected. I mean, I can't tell if somebody the other unit just answered the tablet. So what's up? But you're gonna tell me unit 4 can't let me see my child. Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
If your internet must be working for the call to go through. Hello.
Yeah.
I mean, it's ringing to me. It would otherwise it would say doot doot doot. You know, I'm like, y'all think I'm dumb.
Thing is, they ended up putting my daughter in a
What I
place
hear?
where they didn't allow calls at all at this foster placement. But
What's Connecticut? So Wet Plant said they ruled on prejudice and money, not the best interest of her children, and that's sad. See, and it's sad to know that federal funding incentivizes foster care and adoption over reunification because they get that judicial determination that foster care is necessary to protect the child, and that's how they throw from the judge, and that's messed up that they do that without even doing what they need to do. What's up in Connecticut, Chris? All right, Naylor says what the Foster of 2008, the relevant are in the process of being revised to reflect the many changes made by the laws. Until such time as the edits to the sections of the CW are complete, please refer to the statute and official guidance of Children's Bureau. I am going to do that, Chris. Yes, definitely. I'm glad I guidance on the requirement. Yeah, also contact your regional office representative for. Okay, I'm definitely going to contains policy questions and answers applicable to child operated by the Children's Bureau. I'm definitely going to look into that. Oh yeah. Got news about Connecticut. Oh yeah, was it Connecticut? Hold on, y'all. Brenda, I'll be right back.
well, Gunnar hasn't told me about this at all, and not. I wonder why there's some people that won't even be talking to me. Well, that's okay then. Yeah.
I'm back. Somebody just called.
Okay.
I guess I've been too long for them.
Yeah, I don't have no idea
Okay.
what's going on in Connecticut, but it'd be good to know.
Yeah, a citizen arrest of a judge for violating constitutional rights is complex issue with significant. While a citizen's arrest is possible in some sort, how to place a judge under citizen arrest for yeah, and I know somebody tried to do that one day, and it did not. They ended up it was messed up. But no, Chris, I thought I heard something about Connecticut, but I'm not too sure. But oh Brenda, I thought I kicked you off the show. My bad. Whoa, thank God I didn't. Sorry. I was like, oh no, I hit the wrong button. Look, y'all know me. It's generally
My own show.
right when dealing with the judge due to their legal standing and potential for serious consequences. Yeah, and these judges don't, make sure these judges are not Article 3 judges. I'm telling you, they're not. A lot of them aren't. And they think they are. Like in Georgia, they got a unified, like, I don't even know. I just know I read something and I'm like, what the hell? What the hell, silly Bob? No. Because they make their own rules. They go by, what is it? What did we say? Codes, statutes, codes. Their own rulings by legal immunity. What did he say? It's crucial to understand that citizens' arrests are typically limited to misdemeanor crimes. That's right. So is mine, Wet Plants. So is mine. That's what sucks. That mine is he retired a year before the 2022 thing happened with my mother. Ma, you didn't have to leave so soon, Ma. That's what I say. I joke with my mom. She's up in heaven, but I joke with her. Ma, why'd you go so quick, Ma? Come back. No, I'm just kidding.
They have been special sessions of the Superior Court in Connecticut.
Not really. And what are they saying about? I don't know. I can't.
Something about child protective session. A session was the Superior Court for juvenile matters located in Middlesex.
Probably.
I don't know. It really doesn't have a date on this, so I can't say for sure, guys.
Oh yeah, it's Connecticut. Was it Connecticut, right? Connecticut. I don't even know how to spell Connecticut. I mean, I do, but I don't. My
I know,
bad, y'all.
right? It's a
Look, I've been staring at a
CTI
yours dead in December,
cut
right?
at the end, like cut.
CPS issues 2025. Is this one? Yeah, y'all never believe it. My brother finally got his age right yesterday. I couldn't believe it. I was like, "Go, bro! Yes!" he still ain't got the year down. He said it was 2022, but at least we're getting closer. It was
To be
2017 last
like,
week.
ding, you're right.
Right, they say up in Connecticut. Let's see, Governor Lamont highlights. What is that? This case for CT child tax credit. I need for this month, guys. What's up? Why aren't you telling me anything, Connecticut? Is it no clean slate erasure for CT criminal records to resume in fall of 2025 for Connecticut? Whistleblowers. Okay, got it. It's whistleblowers.
Oh,
Whistleblowers. We gonna rock them some. Oh, why is this going sideways, y'all? Whistleblower. I need to start getting my butt back on child information. Wait, I thought they shut down Children Information Gateway. Did they? Is that why I can't find it?
I can't find anything on Connecticut here. Press
Hold on,
release.
whistleblower. Oh, is there a lawsuit now?
Let me see.
New
20
bill strengthens. What'd you say?
press releases. Oh, it pulled me to a whole thing. I don't want to get into that right now.
We can probably do a show on it later. After we look it up. They got a whistleblower law. We now have DAs and case orders flipping.
Death
Yes,
is
the
back.
reckoning is real. Hey, Dr. Death, welcome back. Good to see you, friend. Good to
Bring
see
it
you.
back.
We
The
are
doc-
here. We are loaded. Changes in California, Connecticut, and did y'all hear about the take it down law that Trump just put into play? He just signed it. Our judge is not retired. Ours did too. We got someone to speak up for us out there. Good. Georgia, yep, state attorney. I did hear. And Chris, yes, I did hear. Yes, I did. Yep. And that's good things. Yes, I did. Yeah, he did tell me. I thought it was another state, but I did get it. Yep. 18, unlawful conduct with respect to documents and further of trafficking. I was on the Attorney General site here in Georgia. The Lieutenant Governor, the Attorney General, and let me tell you, they are really like talking about this human trafficking, like the human trafficking line, and and they're really promoting that. And you know what? If they would have if it would have never got like this, we wouldn't be having to even see that on their website. You get what I'm saying? How crazy is that shit?
Yeah.
It kind of makes you sick to your stomach if you really think about it, because I mean, hellfire, think about it. I mean, trafficking. Whenever you hear that word, and then human trafficking and sex trafficking, I know y'all know that when I was a minor, still I was 17, almost 18, and I was involved. I wasn't involved, but I almost got caught up in a sex trafficking ring with that guy. He's in prison now, federal prison, Hardbody Harrison. I didn't realize it till it was brought up after all these years. This was 2003, 2002, 2003. And if it wasn't for my mother, y'all, there's no telling what would have happened to me. So, yeah. And he's in federal prison now, but he used to be a wrestler, like a famous, not famous. He used to like wrestle for WCW. You would never, it's crazy.
That's kind of famous, isn't it?
Well, I mean, he played in Tough Man or whatever, but I mean, it's just, I could have been sold. Like, there's no telling what could have happened. Thank God of my mother. Because my mom, I begged her to go meet with this guy and talk to him about, because he had a private wrestling thing, like, that he was trying to, like, his own, like, kind of like WCW, and that's what I wanted to be, was, like, one of the ballet girls, like, the ring girls, like, that walk the wrestlers out and shit. Just thought I was, and I would go to practice. My parents would sit out there and wait for me the whole practice. And, the law applies to you, not that. And, Gunner posted that. Okay, he did. Okay, then I ain't seen it 55 minutes ago, Wet Plants, but I will definitely go check it out. I love that word peonage because I always call it peons. I think peonage. Y'all got me. Look, I'm gonna have to go do my research now for sure.
Yeah.
Yes. Going to catch the replay of the show later. Awesome, Dr. Death. And I didn't do a show today, but I will be back on track. I'll probably may do one overnight. I just don't want to keep the whole house up.
Yeah.
It's hot. Yeah. This was Naylor. Naylor said to prevent or restrict, to attempt to prevent or restrict without lawful authority the person's liberty to move or travel in order to maintain the labor or services of that person when the person is or has been a victim of severe form of trafficking. As defined in section 103. Whoa. It's because every president has been part of it. Shall be fined under this title or in prison for not more than 5 years. Right. That was, I didn't know that guy. I didn't know he got sentenced because my mom saved my life. Let me tell you that because my mom did meet up with that guy at a restaurant, and she said, and he had a contract, he had papers. Well, I was young and stupid, and I was like, Mom, come on, She's like, Danielle, I'm gonna read over this. I'm gonna take it home and read over it. Well, she did, but she became more protective of me, like more on me, like kept me even closer. Like she made sure her and my dad and my brothers, they stayed at practice with me, waiting for me. She still took me but she never left my side. And then that's when one day it came about that, yes, this girl got loose from the house there and ran and saw us at the gas station and seen that, guess what? She was being held, like kidnapped. She was being held hostage, and all them girls there. And I never knew that. And, yeah.
So
Y'all go look it up. It's true shit.
I was trying to get an update on what happened to, that's why I'm wondering is, everybody talks about accountability and stuff like that. Remember when I was getting all worked up, I think that's about the same time I wanted to do these live shows, is when those officers put 9 bullets in this autistic kid that was 17 in his backyard. That was in Idaho.
I will, Dr. Death. I definitely will.
What happened to those officers? So I'm looking it up. Following
I'll
the
do that
after
I get off here, Dr. Death. No, there's
here's
that
a summary what
code
happened
again.
to officers and ongoing investigation. They got administrative leave and ongoing investigations. I don't
remove our mutilation
or anything like that. I mean, to me, this
right
man lost his life. I mean, I think there should be accountability for that they had to use deadly force on this this poor child and this poor family.
Y'all,
guys,
yesterday's show, Dr. Death, that last night's show, the one I did, got 2,200 views, y'all. So let's go. What the y'all, that was great. Okay. All right, Chris, I got your number now. Yeah. It is hot, y'all. It is hot.
All right. We probably should wrap it up, right? We've gone how long?
It's supposed to be getting cooler, not hotter at night. Jeez. I'm sitting there sweating.
2 hours, or how long have we been on here?
We've been on almost 2 hours. We got 15 more minutes, 12 more minutes for 2 hours.
Wow.
But I don't know how much time. I mean, I don't know what the dealio is, but so.
Well,
I guess, and he was talking about the mutilation and whoever having the custody of any such record proceeding, the mutilation or alteration or anything, U.S. Code 18 U.S. What was it? Is it 18? Where did it go? U.S. Code 18 U.S.C. 2071, and that talks about the concealment and everything of the files. They mutilate, they falsify, mutilate, destroy it, move it, do things to it that they're not supposed to. Destroy it. They shall be in prison, because that's what's happening to a lot of us. Y'all, we got to get on these people to get our case files. Yep. Destroyed the same, fined to 3 years. Not more than, forfeited, and he was no longer in office under the United States. So, all right, y'all. I guess we are going to call it a night. And it was a great show, y'all. I appreciate y'all for coming out and sitting with us and listening to jabber our jaws, right?
Sometimes, like, I mean, we go off subject, but like I say, we
We
try
all
to
need it.
keep it and kind of fun because, I mean, you can't be, it can't all be doom and gloom. We gotta survive this, guys, and we gotta be on top of our game.
Oh, look, it's like every day when my show gets ready to come on, it's like I have so much stuff to talk about. And I know everybody has stuff to talk about with us. So it's like, whoa, how's the show really going to go? And that's why I just go with the flow because I have so much stuff. By the time my show comes back on, it's like, y'all will never believe
Right?
it. Guess what Danielle did?
Just let it happen. It's, you know.
Guess what Danielle and Brenda did? Oh, we stirred up some shit that ain't. No, I'm just kidding, y'all.
So it looks like
Let's
I
go,
missed that
Brandon,
call.
right, Mueller?
I'm not gonna be able to call again. Darn it. Oh well.
Hey.
That's okay. We're trying to save some money on the phone. He's okay. I'm glad he's doing
Christopher.
and he's keeping clean and sober in the jail or prison. So
Yes.
So
it's a hard battle right there, especially being in the malls, for sure.
And like we're waiting on this appeal and stuff, so it's like so anxious about it already. You know.
Let's go, Brandon.
Okay, guys.
Y'all are great. Y'all are amazing. Brenda, you got a show tomorrow?
Tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
9 o'clock?
About 9 Eastern.
9 o'clock Eastern time, y'all. So bringing back Brenda. This was by me. Oh, was it? Oh, okay. Was it Wet Plants? Gotcha. That was by her. And I'm definitely going to get Brenda in touch with you, Wet Plants and 7 Cylinder, and I will get back to you on your email as well. And you too, Dr. Death, and your wife.
My address. I live in Louisiana.
Yes, I told. That's why I'm going to give you that information. And then Dr. Death and his wife, I will be in touch as well. And anyone else that's reached out to me, please. Chris, all y'all, today it was I woke up late. My bad.
Right? At least she's letting you know.
Yeah.
All right.
It was a long night. My brother
had excitement yesterday going to see that. I could that probably would wipe me out for an entire week after going to see your daughter graduate. That's exciting.
Yeah.
That's just too much excitement.
Yeah, it was. It was very exciting. Even though I wish I could have got to hug her, but at least I got to see her walk the aisle.
Right.
And then we'll see if I'm not even wishing it yet because she's still young and she's let her get her career going and her life together before she starts thinking about getting married and having kids. Like, man. Well, I mean, but she's I don't know. She's still young and she's got her future ahead of her. She's going to college after summer break, so that's exciting. She's going to go be by a psychologist, and she's going for psychology and biology with minor research. You go, girl. She graduated with honors. That's my congratulations to class of 2025 out there, every one of y'all. I wish all the best of luck on your future endeavors and nothing but success and awesomeness. So go class of 2025. Yeah, baby. Yep.
Yeah. And whatever year it was that my kids graduated, I think my son did probably graduate last year. So it was actually
because Alex was supposed to.
My
kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. This year or last year.
Danielle, I gotta tell you one thing after we get off the show. So let me head out.
Boy. Okay.
All right. Thanks for.
All right, everybody. Y'all. All right. Tomorrow night at 9, we got Brenda back on. I'll be on at 5:30. So, love y'all. See y'all next time. Keep fighting. Boy, I look rough on this camera. It's been a long day. So y'all be good, be safe, and have a wonderful night. And Wet Plants, I would love to get with you on getting that link. I will email you as soon as I get off this live, okay? Definitely. Dr. Death, I'll be in touch with y'all and everyone else. Love you. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Be safe. Keep fighting. Don't give up and let's kick ass. Love you. See y'all tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
shadows deep, where voices cry.